Good afternoon, student. I am Ovi Ashish Kamble, the Assistant Professor of Electronics from Computer Science Department. Welcome to our e-learning platform. In a previous video, we discussed about IoT protocol, IoT communication protocol, and in this video, we discuss the basic component of IoT network. Just like internet has changed the way we work and communicate with each other by connecting us through the World Wide Web, IoT also aims to take this connectivity to another level by connecting multiple devices at a time to the internet, thereby facilitating man to machine and machine to machine interaction. That means by using the IoT, we can communicate with each other through internet, and we can communicate man to machine and machine to machine with internet. People who come up with this idea have also realized that this IoT ecosystem is not limited at a particular field but has business application in areas of home automation, vehicle automation, factory line automation, medical, retail, healthcare, and many more. That means not only to communicate with man to machine or machine to machine, but also the IoT ecosystem is also used in a home automation, vehicle automation, factory line automation, same medical field, in retail field, and also in healthcare field also. This is the basic diagram of IoT information. That means the information can be sent through sensor, gateway, cloud server, or up to the mobile application. Here in a sensor there are four type of sensor: pressure sensor, lux sensor, temperature sensor, and motion sensor. That means any type of sensor used in a sensor, then the sensor sends the information and pass through a gateway. Second component is gateway. The information collected through a sensor by a gateway can send to a cloud server. The cloud server, there is a cloud server which store the information from coming from a gateway and pass that signal to our mobile application. In this way the IoT can work. The IoT component, sensors, or it also known as devices. Second, connectivity. Third, data processing, and fourth one, user interface. These four are the IoT basic component. Let's discuss all the component one by one. First, sensor, or it is also known as devices. First, sensor or device help in collecting very minute data from a surrounding environment. Here we can say that the sensor or device help to collect information from our surrounding. All of these collect data can have various degrees of complexities, ranging from simple temperature monitoring sensor or a complex full video feed. That means the information collected from a surrounding environment, it is of various types. The device can have multiple sensors that can bundle together to do more than just sense things. That means the sensor is a device which collect the number of information, that is bundle of information, and sense the same things. For example, our phone is a device that has multiple sensors such as GPS, accelerometer, camera, but our phone does not simply sense these things. This is the basic diagram of Internet of Things. Here we can say that a number of devices or end devices connected to the Internet of Things through a internet by using sensor, gateway, cloud server, and mobile applications. The connectivity. Next, that collected data is sent to the cloud infrastructure, but it needs a medium for transport. That means the connectivity is due by collecting the data to send to cloud infrastructure, but it needs medium to transfer information. we also know that for sending or receiving our information, that means for exchanging information or a data, we need any type of medium. The sensor can be connected to the cloud through a various medium of communication and transport such as cellular network, satellite network, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, wide area network, low power wide area network, and many other. That means the sensor which can connected through the cloud by a various medium. That medium means it is also a cellular network, it may be a satellite network, it may be a Wi-Fi, it may be a Bluetooth, or it may be a WAN, or it may be a low power WAN, and many other things. This is the simple diagram of IoT component connectivity. Here we see that the number of component is connected to the cloud server through a sensors or a gateway or a Wi-Fi or through a Bluetooth, and the information can be sent to a cloud and through mobile application. Next is data processing. Once the data is collected and it get to the cloud, the software perform processing on the acquired data. At the time of collecting the data, we use the internet, and after the collecting of data to a cloud, it perform the processing, that is known as data processing. It does by using software. This can range from sometimes very simple, such as checking that the temperature reading on a device such as AC or heater is within an acceptable range. It can sometimes also very complex, such as identifying object using computer vision on video. This is the diagram which shows the interaction between three components of Internet of Things. Here the three components are things with the network sensor, that means simply it is sensors, then store data, and then analytic engine. By using this component, the IoT, that means Internet of Things, do work. First, the information can be sensed by using the sensor device. Things with the network connected through the sensor, it can sense your information and pass to the stored data. That means the information can be collected to here, and then it pass to the analytical engine by cloud server, and then it feedback and control to the sensor again. User interface, it is the last component of IoT. Next, the information made available to the end user is same way. This can achieve by triggering alarm on their phone or notifying through text or email. That means the information can be collected through a cloud server. It is provided to us by using a text or email on our mobile phone. Also, users sometimes might also have an interface through which they can actively check in on their IoT system. That means users sometimes get the interaction or actively checked on IoT system. However, it's not always this easy and one-way street. Depending on IoT application and complexity of the system, the user may also be able to perform an action that may backfire and affect the system. For example, if user detects some changes in a refrigerator, the user can remotely adjust the temperature via their phone. This is a simple example of IoT. There are also cases where some action performed automatically by establishing and implementing some predefined rules. The entire IoT system can adjust the setting automatically, and no human has to be physically present. That means by using IoT, the human presence is not required. Thank you. Keep watching my video.